morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC and today I'm going to walk you through this brand new 2025 Winnebago EKKO. This is on the Sprinter chassis, so this is the 23B floor plan. Just got here a couple days ago. It is available, so I wanted to make sure and show it to you. We're going to start up front here. This is on the 2023 Sprinter chassis, so this is the all-wheel drive chassis. It's a 2-liter, 4-cylinder. You're going to get 211 horsepower. You're also going to get 332 pound-feet of torque. As you can see up here, we're going to have our Method aluminum wheels. These are blacked out wheels, and those are paired with your Hankook tires here. And the size on these, in case you're wondering, are, let's see, 215 85 16s. All-terrain, perfect for this all-wheel drive chassis. If you compare the two, if you have the Ford Transit one, or if you're comparing the two, they both have their pros and cons. One of the pros to the Sprinter is that you have more clearance now on the Sprinter chassis. So you got a little bit more of a lift, a little more ground clearance below. So depending on where you're going to be taking it, this might be the model for you. As we work our way back, first thing, we do have a small running board there on the passenger and driver's side. It does have a tie-down ring on both sides. Nice, short, easy step to help you in and out of the Sprinter here. In this first compartment on the passenger side, this is where your inverter is, your 2,000 watt inverter, and the disconnect is back there on the right. So if you get in and don't have power, make sure your inverter is on. All right, next, just past our main entry here, you have a small storage compartment. Again, I'll try to talk about a couple of the differences in the Sprinter and the Ford Transit. So the Ford Transit, this compartment is where you would get the outdoor kitchen option. On this one, it's not available. Cool thing that some people do on this, I have customers that have cats. They take out one of these vents and they put a litter box in here and they make this the hangout for the cat. All right, we're going to have a cable inlet and a 12-volt outlet. And then you're going to have 2 standard outlets. So you can see we have our porch light on. We have our 13-foot awning out with LED lights. The awning does have a wind sensor on it, so if the breeze starts to pick up, it will retract. We also have the tinted dual-pane acrylic windows on this unit. And as you can see back here, this is a dually, so you do have 2 dual wheels in the back. So a couple things to point out here that I really like. You can have 2 propane tanks here. So these are removable. They're easy to exchange at a Walmart or an Ace Hardware or somewhere like that. So if you're on the road and you're running low on propane, you can take one out and exchange it. A lot easier to do than having to find an actual station where they can fill up a big tank. So really nice feature. You also have a quick connect here for your propane in case you want to carry a grill and you want to do some outdoor cooking on a grill. Makes it easy. Here is your Truma AquaGo. I'm going to do this a couple times. It's important to remember, when you open this, lift up and then lay it down. We have to replace a lot of these for people because they tend to just open it and pull down, and then it breaks these teeth off on the bottom. So again, make sure that you just lift up. If you're not familiar with these, in the wintertime, this tends to get frozen and cracked if you're not paying attention. So they do sell a kit, an aftermarket kit, that actually heats this up. If you have questions, you can always give me a call, shoot me a text or an email, and I'll send you a link to that. I've had customers who have replaced it and really like it. All right, here is our gear garage, which is one of the big attractions for the EKKO since it came out. Ton of storage back here. You've got light, you've got power, you've got heat. On that other side there, you have heat. You've got 4 tie-down points, 1 on each corner, and you get a lot of extra tie-down rings here. You also get a MOLLE panel on both sides. so you can strap additional gear down. So this is really cool. If you got e-bikes, if you've got mountain bikes, if you got stuff you want to carry that's you don't want to leave out. There we go. So you got 3 access points. This is the biggest compartment door here, so you can fit the big items. This EKKO was equipped and ordered with the Luno cab bed for the front that goes in between the 2 front seats, and it gives you a bed up front, so if you need additional sleeping. This does have 30 amp service, so this is your shore cord for your 30 amp connection. All right, also on this, you're gonna have a backup camera up top. You're gonna have a 5,000 pound towing capacity. Your receivers down here, your 7-pin connectors here as well. And underneath is a spare tire. So this does come equipped with the spare tire. This is gonna be the other side, or the 3rd compartment door here on the garage. I'm gonna set this down for a second. All right, back here we're gonna have another porch light. There's your on-off switch, water pump switch back here, your gravity fill port there in case you want to carry additional water with you to fill your tank. You have your outdoor hot cold shower, your fresh inlet. You have your cable and portable satellite inlets as well, winterizer valve. I like that everything's up high, so you don't have to be kneeling down when you're setting up your hoses, doing all of that fun stuff. There's also a heater vent in here, so it keeps this from freezing. And then this unit was equipped or ordered with the Alu-Cab batwing awning. So I'll go ahead and show you that real quick. So it's pretty simple to set up. You're gonna have some Velcro straps that hold it down. Once those are down, you're literally gonna just pull this across. It's pretty simple, like I said. All right, that connects right there. So you can see it gives you plenty of coverage all the way around here. So if it's starting to, maybe it might rain on you or something, you got gear back here, or the shade is moved to this side, and the awning on the other side is not working, you can move your lawn chairs over here and sit down. Really nice, easy. If you're somewhere where there's dirt and you want to secure it a little further, there's a stand here. So you do have some supports that you can tie down and give you a little bit extra support, but again, depending on the weather, you may not need that. If you do, it's really nice to have. And then when it's time to put it away, all you do is unfasten that. That over the top. Then you're just going to roll it up. You're going to take your Velcro straps. There's some slots under here that you're going to run it through. All right, pull it through there, tighten it up, strap it down. You have one more on this side. And you just zip it back up. There you go, pretty simple, doesn't take very long. All right, as we continue back here, you're gonna have external solar ports, so you can add an additional solar port or solar panel outside if you're parked under trees and you need some more, a little more coverage. Also gonna have your 30 amp connection right here. This is gonna be your exhaust, and then your exhaust for your truma. Actually, your vent up there. All right, so your standard build EKKO is gonna come with one lithium battery and then your 2500 generator. So this does have the standard build. Of course, you're gonna have your cassette toilet. So you're gonna have a 5-gallon cassette. Very simple, very easy to empty out. Just take the cap off that side. You pour this into a porta potty or into the sewer. This is a vent button, so you push on that to help everything come out quickly. When you're done, it just pops back in there, locks into place. This does have a lock on it, so you can lock it and keep people from stealing it. Here is the lithium battery I was talking about. So you can see there's room for one more that you can add aftermarket if you decide to go with the standard build that just comes with one. So you can always add a second lithium on here. All right, over on the driver's side, same thing. We have the running board up here to help you in and out. Sprinter, so it is diesel. That's where you fill that. Over on this side, you're gonna have your 3 memory settings for your seats. This bottom button is gonna adjust your base, and then this is gonna do your backrest. These are heated, and then you do have power mirrors, power windows and door locks. Here's all your lights. Right now it's set on auto. Your hood release is right here. Also, the steering wheel does have an adjustment right here, kind of hides underneath, so you can adjust your steering wheel. Under the hood, as I mentioned earlier, you now have a 2-liter turbo diesel. Plenty of room in here. Actually, there's a lot of room in here, which I like. Windshield washer fluid, oil. If you need to give or get a jump start, here is your positive terminal. So you turn that over and then push. Your ground is going to be right over here on the side. Coolant goes right here. And then as you can see, the def is going to go right here. Make sure you don't ignore the def. It will put you in a limp mode. Also, DEF has a shelf life, so make sure that you don't buy large quantities of DEF if you're not using it, because it will go to waste on you. All right, let me close this up, then we'll go inside. All right, as we go in right here, you'll see we have our 2 steps, our fire extinguisher. Do have a really nice screen door on these. You can actually lock this from inside so that you get some fresh air going in and out, and you don't have to worry about people coming in and out. As you walk in here on the left side, we're going to have our awning controls. So you have your awning power, your lights, and then your retract and extend. I'm going to go ahead and retract that. Looks like we might get a little bit of wind kicking up here in a minute. You have your light switches, the standard outlet. This is going to turn your step off and on. so that it doesn't, the steps don't open and retract every time you open the door. And then here's your 12-volt battery disconnect. All right, let me shut this door real quick. All right, a couple things in here. We're gonna go ahead and start in the back and work our way forward. Got the air conditioner running. We're not plugged in. It's just running off of the lithium battery right now and the inverter. This is set up with 2 twin beds. This works as a center console basically, or end table. You have a couple cup holders here. Up top, you're gonna have some USB ports, 12-volt outlet and a standard outlet. Also gonna have a couple reading lights, one for each side. You're gonna have storage on both sides. Got the plastic for the mattresses. Of course, you're gonna have your roof fan here, your vent. And then all of our windows, as I mentioned, are dual pane acrylic. They are tinted. And then you're gonna have a day shade and a night shade. So, nice, easy way of just, black, making everything dark when it's time to go to bed. To open the windows. Okay, it's got like a little ratchet on here, so you want to make sure when you close them that you don't force them shut. You want to go up and then come back down. You're going to go up just a little ways, and then it'll let you come back down as soon as you hit a point there. There it is. Now, if you want to lock the windows but you want fresh air circulating, you can actually lock them in the middle here, and it'll leave the window cracked enough so that some fresh air does come through. If you don't, you'll lock them on the inside here. So again, you can lock them there or completely. All right, up here in the corner, we're going to have another standard outlet and a cable inlet. This is a good place to mount a TV if you want one in the bedroom. Under here, you're going to have a drawer on each side. So plenty of room in the back here. Having the bed up high allows you to have that big gear garage in the back. And then the window on this side actually doubles as your exit window. So if there's an emergency and you need to get out, this window, as you can see, is labeled and it has the red handles. That lets you know that it is an exit window or an escape window. All right, when it's time to go to bed, if you want to make this bed a little bigger, you can just flip over the cushion that doubles as an end table. And I'll get out the way here. I'll go ahead and flip that back up. And I do have customers that say they prefer to lay this way. So depending on how tall you are, you can actually lay either direction. Here in the bathroom, if you've seen the EKKO, you'll know that it's kind of a wet bath, but kind of not. So once it's time to shower, you actually pull this wall forward. And there's a safety latch up here so you can lock it. That allows you to not have to sit on the toilet while you're taking a shower. It's a really cool idea. Hats off to Winnebago for coming up. Whoever came up with that idea, good job. Up here is our Truma control panel. So this is going to do your heat. So you're going to click the button, you can see, now you'll see the RV with the thermometer in there, and then you can set your temperature. Pretty easy. Light controls here. One is your courtesy light down below. And then this one's going to be your bathroom light for in here. All right, in the galley, We're gonna have our stainless steel single sink here. Plenty of counter space, which allows you to cook on there. So your cooktop is stored in the drawer here, so that when you're not using it, you have plenty of counter space. You can also plug this in outside if you prefer to cook outside. Storage and water filter under here. Here's your cutting board. All right, we're gonna have our microwave convection oven, so you can bake. You can see here we have an icon of a cake, so let you know you can bake in there. Here we're gonna have adjustable shelves in our owner's manuals. Also right here, kind of hidden, is your water pump switch, and then your table. So this is, I'll show you this in a second, but this is where your table stores. It's got a safety latch here, strapped so that it doesn't come out while you're driving. Here's your 12-volt refrigerator. Decent sized freezer. Okay, over here you're going to have your solar charge controller, your generator power, your tank levels, and then your thermostat. 2000 watt inverter control here. And then some storage up top, and you also have a couple outlets out there, USB and a 12 volt. All right, now that we're here in the main living area, so you can set this up in two different ways. One, you can set it up so that you have, you know, if your kids don't get along all the time, or if adults traveling with you don't get along all the time, you can set one there, one here. You can have a seat belt on both locations. This allows you to have a table here, so if you got somebody that's working while you're going down the road, you know, maybe playing on their iPad or whatever. When you want to change this up, you're going to lift this up. And this is going to come down. This cushion will turn this way. And now, just like that, didn't take long at all. Now I have an opposing sitting area or living area. I can also swivel these two front seats to the back, and now we can have four of us sitting here having a conversation. We have our pop top open, so the ladder's set up here. I can go up here and show you what that looks like real quick. Plenty of room up here. You do have a couple windows, so you can get some natural lighting and some fresh air in here. You also have some outlets and a light switch. All right, now when you're done up there, I'm going to go ahead and close this so I can show you something, then I'll set up the table up here. But when it's time to close this, you're going to pull on these latches or the straps. You want to make sure that the canvas is in, so these red straps here, you want to tuck in on these, pull in on these so that they come in. Okay, your locks here, you want to make sure that they're not just hanging down like that, because you don't want them to pinch the canvas. You want them to be up there with the magnet. And then now I'll go ahead and just pull it down. Just like that. Now you can see nothing got pinched. I can now put this down, lock it, and put the safety strap on. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move this ladder to the back so I can show you the table option here. This ladder does break into 2 pieces, so you can actually separate it. Makes it easier to store. Some people store it outside in the garage. For now, I'm just gonna put it up here on the bed. All right, now we'll go ahead and set up our table. All right, cool feature on this. So this slides in there. You can also slide this. So I'll show you here in just a second. So once it's on there, you can actually slide it in either direction so that you can set it up. So if there's only one of you or 2 people on one side, you can scoot it closer to you. You can slide it out a little bit further and then it will lock in place. So I really like this feature better than the on the Transit. You have the 2 jump seats that face forward and a smaller table. This gives you more of an actual dining and living area in my opinion. Here. Right. Almost got it. All right, go ahead and put this back up. Now when it's time to put it away, again, it just stores in here. Cool, thank you. This stores under here. All right, now we can go through the cab. One more thing to point out is that table also sits right here. So it'll fit in between these 2. And then you can use these cushions to actually make a bed here. So if you need additional sleeping area, you can set this up as a bed and somebody can sleep across here, which is, again, now you have the pop top, 2 in the back. You can fit 1 or 2 little ones here. All right, now I'm going to fire this up. All right, as you can see, our backup camera here on the rear view mirror. You can turn that off if you don't like it. Just push down here, turn it off. You can also adjust the camera. You can adjust how light it is, and you can adjust the angle. Pretty cool. I don't like seeing it while I'm driving down the road. I'll just turn it on when I need it. But up front, you're gonna have same standard stuff on all your Sprinters. Plenty of glove space up here, plenty of storage. You're gonna have your wireless charging pad right here. This is your charging station. A couple USB Type-Cs, 12-volt outlet. This is where you plug in to set up your Apple, your CarPlay. So to set up your CarPlay, you plug into that. You scroll down here to apps, smartphone, and then go to CarPlay. Once you're connected, it'll find it, and then it's pretty simple. Also has Android Auto. And then you can scroll, you can touchscreen scroll here, or you can use your steering wheel control here. Kind of serves as a little mouse pad. A lot of stuff on this. I can walk you through some of this over the phone if you have specific questions. There's a lot on here. Main thing that people ask me about is in your settings here. You can actually shut off your lane keep assist if you don't like how that responds when you're getting out of your lane. If you're getting tired, normally I just turn it on when I'm getting tired. Here's your lane keep assist, active brake assist. and the tension assist. So you can turn it off or turn down the sensitivity. Traffic sign assist, you can actually turn that off if you don't want it telling you to slow down. You have your media, all your gauges, and your owner's manuals here. So you can always click on here and you have a digital owner's manual. Radio and your navigation. You can use the touchscreen or you can push the buttons right below it. So here's your camera. Now you can see you have some different angles, different views for the camera back there if you're towing. Really nice feature to have. You can push your telephone, make calls, go to radio, navigation. There's always a back and a home button. So down here, hazard lights, AC controls, temperature control here, and your fan control here. Plenty of cup holders. Down below you can have another 12-volt outlet and another USB Type-C right here. Your key actually goes in a slot right there. You want to get in the habit of using that when you're driving. If you're just starting it up here, moving it around the parking lot, it'll actually work just putting it in a cup holder, but you do want to get in the habit of putting it where it goes. This is a push start, and it's all-wheel drive, so you don't have to do anything to engage the all-wheel drive. It's automatic. It's always on. Again, mouse control here on the right side works your stereo. On the left side, you're going to have your cruise control, and it does have your adaptive cruise as well. So you can set how many car links you want to stay behind the car in front of you. And then you do have a mouse pad here basically that allows you to scroll through your different features. Okay. Here you're going to have obviously your speedometer, your fuel gauge. You're going to have your RPMs and temperature on this side. Shifter is right here. So to put it in park, if you've never driven a Sprinter, especially on the newer chassis, you push on the end here, that puts you in park. Your park brake stays engaged. Because the seats do swivel, you can actually just push down and it'll keep it engaged so that you can swivel your seat and not roll down the hill if you're parked on a decline. To disengage it, you go up, push the button, and then go down, and then that will disengage it. You do have paddle shifters here, and on the left side you're going to have your wipers and your turn signals. Pretty simple standard stuff there. Up here you have your SOS button, which is going to probably be the most important feature, and then your service button here. But your SOS button, if you get in a car wreck or you need help, you're stranded, push the SOS button and get some assistance. Then you're going to have your reading lights and map lights over here. Almost forgot, right above the cab here, this was equipped with the entertainment package, so we do have our TV and sound bar. And then over here on the right side, there's some cable inlets, HDMI cable. If you want to set up Starlink, Cradle Point, any of those things, you have plenty of room up here to do that. And then last but not least, so I don't forget, I mentioned it on that side, you do have 3 memory settings on your seats. These are power seats. I always suggest that you set either one or 3, the memory, so that when it's time to rotate your seat back, it'll automatically put it right where you need it, and you don't have to be fighting it. Don't have to be figuring out how far forward, how far up the backrest has to go, so that you can swivel. So there's that. That's how you swivel that around. If you have any questions on this unit or any other units, as I mentioned earlier, this is available. If you have questions on it, feel free to give me a call. This is stock number 5N240898. If you want me to be your salesperson, you can call the main number, call me directly, text or email me. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week.